Hello everyone, Lance Klinkhammer here, welcoming you to the 2021 Gopher State Baseball League. Throughout the presentation, we'll be going over a number of topics tied to the 2021 Gopher State Baseball League. We'll introduce our baseball staff. I want to point everybody towards our virtual coaches corner, which is where you'll find all league information. Currently, schedules and field maps are live. Also want to let everybody know that we have a scorebook pickup date on April 18th. That is optional, but we'll also be serving up complimentary hot dogs and drinks for those who attend. A brief introduction of our baseball staff. That includes Lance Klinkhammer, currently speaking, Eric Rathke, Bobby Strickland, Abe Schwartz, and Jeremy Innes. You can contact or connect with all of us by emailing baseball@myas.org. All information relative to COVID-19 safety protocols can be found on the GSBL website in our COVID Care Toolbox. There you'll find updated guidance from the CDC and Minnesota Department of Health, along with additional resources to assist your teams with playing safely this season. Here we're going to touch on a few things relative to the league info. Our communication policy requires any concerns, on-field issues, conduct issues, etc. to first be communicated to your program director. If warranted, your program director will then contact GSBL staff in the event action needs to be taken by league administrators. Our GSBL advisory committee is comprised of you, which is all coaches and program directors. The goal of the GSBL Advisory Committee is to allow all involved to share their voice regarding future rule changes and other GSBL operations. Our Advisory Committee typically gets together during the fall time period after the season is over. Our Board of Advisors is a trusted group of individuals that are or have been intimately involved in youth baseball over the years that assist GSBL staff with decisions pertaining to the league. The GSBL Advisory Committee and Board of Advisors ultimately help shape what is our Gopher State guidelines. A little bit about the history of the MYAS. The Minnesota Youth Athletic Services was organized in 1991 as a 501c3 nonprofit organization with a mission to improve the delivery of youth sports services to athletes, coaches, parents, officials, and the associations that serve them. The MYAS today is Minnesota's largest multi-sport organization focused solely on youth athletics with more than 160,000 kids participating in our programs annually. The MYAS serves as a central clearinghouse for youth sports, serving as an information channel linking hundreds of youth associations, coaches, and thousands of parents. Now a little history relative to the Gopher State Baseball League. This league was created in 1999 and launched in 2000 with less than 100 teams. With great dedication from our staff and assistance from those that have helped shape the GSBL over the past 20 years, in 2020 we saw over 450 teams originating from 70 plus communities participate in the GSBL. We thank everyone for their support throughout the years and hope to continue building on to this wonderful league. Here we would like to talk about a few rules-related items. Gopher State Baseball League has age-based sets of rules in place and posted on our website in our Coaches Corner. If a rule in question is not addressed in GSBL rules, always reference National Federation of High Schools rules to apply a ruling. In the event your home field has certain conditions or requirements that opposing teams need to abide by, please make sure to communicate those details well in advance of the game. In order to avoid miscommunications or other issues during a game, be sure to discuss any and all rules-related questions with the opposing team and umpire during the pregame conference. We encourage everyone to read through and gain a thorough understanding of all league rules. A few that we would like to point out specifically are the following. Pre-game warm-up. Make sure to review specifics regarding pre-game and warm-up timelines. Pitching restrictions. A full review of this information will ensure your team stays in accordance with all pitching restrictions and prioritizes the safety of your players. Continuous batting and free substitution. A full FAQ is available in Coach's Corner to assist coaches with understanding how continuous batting and free substitution is applied. Please make sure to review this material as it will likely answer many, if not all, of the questions you may have in this regard. Base running and sliding. It is very important to review and understand all rules relative to base running and sliding to ensure safe play on the diamond. Example, one of the most misinterpreted rules involves base running at the 9U and 10U levels in regard to stealing home. As clarification of this rule, players may not steal home on an overthrow from the catcher back to the pitcher. Run limits. Run rules do apply to all league games and vary by age. Once a run rule has been reached, the teams can choose to continue playing. However, the official game result is at the time of the application of the run rule. Here we'd like to quickly touch on bat standards as it relates to GSBL. All information relative to bat standards is posted in our Coach's Corner. Resulting from the most recent advisory committee, GSBL will continue to use the USSSA bat standard for the 2021 season. Just as an FYI, bat standards are age-based, so make sure to review our bat standard information as it applies to your age level. Look for the USSSA thumbprint or the USA baseball mark located on the handle of the bat. Here we would like to address a few items related to pitching restrictions for GSBL. All of this information is again available in our Coach's Corner by clicking on the Rules section for your appropriate age level. Touching briefly on a few items, days of required rest is a restriction relative to the number of pitches a pitcher throws in a game. Make sure to review this information to ensure your team does not violate these requirements and prioritizes player safety. Please note, when reporting game score information, teams are required to report the pitch counts of the opposing team. Please do not report the pitch counts of your own team. Curveballs and football changeups are not allowed between the ages of 9U through 12U. Doubleheaders. Relative to pitch count restrictions, make sure to review information regarding doubleheaders. Briefly, doubleheaders are treated as one game date. Therefore, the number of pitches that can be thrown and the rest required is based on the total number of pitches thrown on that date, not in each game. As an example, at the 12U level, a pitcher may throw 85 pitches per day or 3 innings per game, which means a pitcher could throw 40 pitches in the first game over 2 innings, and then another 45 pitches over 1 inning in the second game. Innings restrictions are also based on date, so while a pitcher may throw pitches in both games of a doubleheader, they may not exceed the innings restriction. Reschedule games. If a game is suspended due to weather or darkness, once the game is resumed, all game details must remain from the original game. This means if a pitcher threw 41 pitches in the original game, upon resumption of the game, the next pitch thrown by that player would be their 42nd pitch. Small note, for purposes of pitch count reporting, only report the actual number of pitches thrown in a suspended and later resumed game. Here's where we would like to address bench and field conduct. All teams must sign a waiver code of conduct prior to the start of the season. All participants in the GSBL will be held responsible for their actions during league play. If a player, coach, or spectator is ejected from the game for unsportsmanlike conduct, the head coach will be ejected as well. Anyone ejected during a league game will be immediately suspended for the remainder of the 2021 season, pending an appeal to your home association's board of directors. Any unsportsmanlike conduct, please contact your travel director. The GSBL promotes a youth-first conduct environment. We'd like to make sure everyone has their coach contact info updated. Therefore, make sure you log into the MYAS portal and access team contacts and ensure that the information listed there for your team is correct. In order to do that, log in, click on your team, click on the settings wheel, click on advanced, and then click contacts. That will open a page that will give you all team contacts for your appropriate age level. GSBL provides all-inclusive playoffs for every age and level. Playoff dates are specific to each age and level. and those dates are posted and can be reviewed in our Coaches Corner on the GSBL website under playoff dates. Each division will be split into Tier 1 and Tier 2 for playoffs to ensure a competitive experience for all teams. Teams at a 500 winning percentage or above will play in Tier 1. Teams below a 500 winning percentage will play in Tier 2. GSBL is proud to announce a partnership again with the Minnesota Twins for our League Champions Night. The GSBL and Twins will honor the 2021 League Champions at Target Field on August 16th, 2021 at 7:10 p.m. against the Cleveland Indians. GSBL has a specific game cancellation system and rescheduling procedure. All details relative to the rescheduling process can be found in Coach's Corner. When canceling a game due to weather, please be sure to contact the umpire assigner, your field scheduler, in addition to the opposing coach. In order to be as efficient and respectful as possible, please do your best to make contact in a timely manner. All umpire contacts and assignments are viewable on our website in Coach's Corner. A few tips when dealing with umpires. Coaches, please make sure you approach umpires with respect when you have questions about game situations. If there is an issue, please attempt to stop the game and make sure when you address the umpire, you keep your emotions in check.
Hello, this is Bobby Strickland with the Gopher State Baseball Staff. I will be walking you through the MYAS portal. In the MYAS portal, you will have the ability to manage your team roster, code of conduct, report scores and opposing teams' pitch count, reschedule games, gather contact information, register for other programs, whether that be individually or as a team, the ability to add shared owners to your team, and the ability to unarchive your team.
To log into your GameMaker account, please go to www.myas.org and click the blue login button located on the home page or any other page of the website. For returning users, just simply enter your email address in the field provided, as well as your password. If you forgot your password, you can click on the Forgot Password link below the sign-in button. If you're a first-time user, please click the blue First-Time Registration button below.
Once you log in, you will see a list of active teams. Your current GSBL team will be in this list. Please make sure to select the right team. There is no need to create a new team. You will be able to check that this is the correct team. With the picture below, it will say Gopher State Baseball League 2021 and then your age and division. In the roster screen, you will be able to add individual players, add players from past seasons, and even the ability to add an entire roster from a past team. When adding an individual player or coach, please make sure to fill out all required fields. We do not need coach birth dates. If there is a player on your roster that is not participating this year, please make sure to click the delete button at the bottom. This roster must be submitted by April 16th. In the roster management screen, you will also have the ability to complete your team code of conduct. For any players that say compliant next to their name, they are fine for the 2021 season. If it says expired, please click email waiver, which will send the code of conduct electronically to them. Once they enter that they acknowledged and read the code of conduct, it will show compliant next to their name. You will be able to view the advanced features of the league by selecting your team under Active Teams and then clicking on the wheel cog on the right side of the page under Settings. Then click Advanced. In the Advanced options, you will have the ability to report scores, reschedule games, view coach contacts, and register for a new event. You will also have the ability to edit and view your team website. When reporting scores and pitch count, please make sure to select the correct game. Once that game is selected, you will enter in the score for each team, and you will also enter in the jersey number and number of pitches for the opposing team. Please click Submit once complete. When rescheduling a game, you will notice that the system will ask you several questions. Did you notify the Umpire Association? Did you notify the opposing coach? Did you notify your travel director and field coordinator? And what is the reason for this reschedule? At the bottom, you will enter in the new date, time, and location of the game. Please note that we go in as a baseball staff and manually edit these games, so they may take up to 1 business day to reflect on the schedule, or if it is done over the weekend, it may take until Monday morning. For various reasons throughout the season, you may need to reach out to opposing coaches. By clicking Contacts, you will be able to view each coach's email and phone number for your age and level. To register your team for any Gopher State tournaments, please click Register for New Event under the Advanced features. Here you will select your team from a drop-down on the upper right part of the page, and then you will see an offering of tournaments. Please select the tournament where you can view your age and level. There you will be able to click the plus sign to add that team to your cart, and you will be able to check out and pay through the MYAS portal. On the MYAS portal home screen, you will have the ability to add shared owners for your team. You can do this by searching their email and then selecting that individual. That individual now has access to coach contacts, the ability to report scores and pitch counts, and reschedule games. If your team seems to be missing under the active teams category, they may have been archived. Please make sure to scroll to the bottom of the page under Archive Teams, where you will be able to see each individual team that has been archived. Simply click Unarchive to have them show under the active section again. On the public side of MYAS.org, located on the GSBL homepage, you will be able to view your team schedule. You will have the ability to click on any venue/facility to open a Google Map link to the field. Also, you will be able to view venue notes such as portable mounds, where bathrooms are located, and if there are playgrounds nearby.
You will also be able to view pitch counts from the team schedule screen once the game is completed and both coaches have entered the opposing team's pitch counts.
Standings are updated immediately after a score is entered, so please make sure to get your scores in as soon as possible. If you are able to report a rainout to the Gopher State baseball staff by 3:15 p.m., we will make sure it gets added to the rainout line. This is a feature that's available to all GSBL teams. This allows you to receive communication instantly through email, text, or phone. You can notify the MYAS staff of a rainout by using the reschedule feature located in the MYAS portal. Gopher State Baseball is active on Facebook. Here you'll be able to find all the latest news as well as tournament offerings and tournament openings.
Stay connected with the Gopher State Baseball League by opting in to receive league-related news, messages, and alerts. We have created a dedicated group connected to 833-585-5320. The MYAS and Gopher State Baseball offers a comprehensive youth baseball program. From a season-long tournament schedule running from May through August to coaches' pitching clinics, baseball academies for development, to fall and winter leagues, we offer multiple opportunities to play baseball in Minnesota. Make sure to check out the website for information for all of our programs. Are you a team in need in baseballs this season? We've got you covered. Any team interested in purchasing baseballs at comparable prices, please send an email to baseball@mys.org or call us at 763-781-2220. We'd like to take this opportunity to thank Select Heartland Chevy Dealers, Dick's Sporting Goods, and Pizza Ranch for their partnership with the Gopher State Baseball League this year. We'd also like to thank you for taking the time to view this presentation. This presentation will also be made available in the Coaches Corner on the MYS website to use as a reference throughout the 2021 season. And lastly, we'd like to wish you, your players, and their parents the best of luck this season. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out to the MYS and the Gopher State Baseball League staff.